Hi guys, I thought I'd do another video quick because I've just finished off Casper. I've done all his really dark bits, so final bit is his super white bits, super white highlights. So I'm going to use my brush and pencil powder. I've got these little plastic pots for storing oil paint in, but I had to buy like 100 odd, so I've decided they'd be really good for this. So I'm just going to put some of the powder into a pot and then mix in the liquid. I know I did a proper in-depth review of this when I got it a couple of weeks ago, but I keep getting asked about doing more videos about it, so I thought I would do another one while I am finishing off Casper. So I just put, I'm not sure if you can see, you want to put it on him, but I will show you. I have my powder and then I put some of the liquid in like that. You don't need very much. And then I'm just gonna mix it together. And it does take a little while sometimes to get it to combine, and occasionally it's a bit lumpy, so you just have to keep mixing. I'm just going to put a bit more of the liquid in. Now I got this from Jackson's when they got it because I'm in the UK, but you can get it from Aliona at Brush and Pencil herself, and she is really nice, so it's always good to get it straight from her if you're in America. But as I said, if you're in the UK you can get it from Jackson's, although I think it might be on back order currently. I'm not 100% sure. So once that's mixed up, I use a 5/0 liner brush and I just go like that, but then I twist my brush so the brush is well coated but it's not like got a blob like that. I don't know if it's going to focus, so I just twist the brush so it's coated but nice and evenly, and then I just really gently and really lightly just add in where I want the really bright parts to be, which isn't very much at all. It just, sometimes I like the way having really bright sections look. So I'm just going to put like a few on her nose, his nose. Inside the shapes that I've done, because whenever I try and do noses, I try and make them look nice and textured, because a dog's nose isn't completely smooth. If you look at them, there's lots of grooves and ridges. What I really like about this as well is you can smudge it. It's like just gently touching it with my finger softens it so it's not as bright but still gives those really nice highlights, which I really like. I am absolutely in love with this stuff. I love that it's archival, it's not going to fade, it's super easy to do, and I just think it's really effective and it looks great. So now that I've done his nose parts and his eyes, I'm not sure if you've ever looked like up close at a Dalmatian, but the edge of their black fur usually has lots of like overlapping little white furs and like little white hairs that are crossing between the two. So I'm just gonna really gently, and you can see how lightly I'm going over because it makes them nice and thin. And I'm just gonna add in those little strokes. Just to get those crossover hairs really nice and bright. they were especially visible on his neck fur. What I also really love about this stuff is where it's got the touch-up texture in, you can go back over it with another pencil. So for example, if I did a bit too bright, I'll show you, we'll purposely do a bit like that. When it's dry, so I'll keep doing the other bits, but when it's dry I can go back over it with pencils without losing pencil like texture, so like the tooth will still be there. I also like that when you're using it, and I mentioned this in the last video, it does go on very bright, but as it dries it sometimes softens, so it's not as bright as it originally goes on, which I think is nice. Sorry if I'm not saying much, just kind of concentrating. But I hope this is helpful and gives everyone a bit of another look at how to use it. And then I'm going to do his whiskers with it, because you can't see his whiskers very well in the reference picture. I've been assured he had very fine whiskers coming out of his cheeks, like that. Obviously you don't want to make them too bright and stand out-ish. And then up here, I'm not sure if you can see the top of his ear. I'll move my camera a little bit. The top of his ear, he has this white spot, but I kind of smudged my black pencils and my greys, so I'm just gonna go back over that. Just to bring back that real bright patch. I'm just going to gently touch it so it's slightly smudgy, and then I will go around the edges again with greys just to blend it together a bit. I have absolutely adored working on him. He is 8 by 8 inches. I used Fabriano, no I didn't, I used Saunders paper, which is my current chosen one. I absolutely adore it. And I used Pablo's Luminance and Polychromos, a lot of Polychromos, because I used my warm and cold greys a lot with him. So I'm just going to quickly assign him. And then I'll show you, because this bit's going to be dry now. So this is a cold grey 4, no, cold grey 5, and I can just add my strokes straight back over the top of the titanium white, which I did mention in my last video, but it is one of my favourite things about it, because if you do pattern too big or you want to go back over it, it is really nice to add colours back in, etc. So it is one of my favourite things. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you would like to support my videos and my work, check out my Patreon. There is a new reward for the $1 tier where you get a colouring sheet each month, and then there will be a bunch of winners who get some lovely prizes. So I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I will see you again next time. Bye!